Hey guys, it's Ryan here, coming back at you with another tournament report for One Piece. This one's going to be an OP buddy battle we did over at Command Zone. Um, we got second place. It was real fun. We'd never done a buddy battle or anything like that. We didn't even really read the rules until day of. Didn't make any changes to our decks or oh, I guess no, I guess that's not true. We did make like slight adjustments, right? But not like we didn't look at lists. We didn't know what to really change for the format. I kind of knew of the Rosinante combo, but I didn't know how much it would be played there, and it was only one deck list. It was or one team ended up playing it, so um, but yeah, I mean, we did well. We ended up playing Pudding and Enel. I played Enel. My brother played Pudding. Because that's like kind of what we're on for the meta, right? And we just happened to be playing it. So I'd been meaning to make these changes into the meta. I didn't know we were going to be doing it for Buddy Battle. I just kind of played my list. My brother made some slight alterations. He put more blockers in than usual, and he kind of buffed his 2Ks, he said. Because he said that wasn't his normal meta list, right? He kind of did tier his list into the 2v2 buddy battle situation. But, so for me, we ended up getting second place. We went 2-1. For me, I ran this 4 Flampe, 2 Shirahoshi, 4 Beige, 4 Nico Manchuri, 4 Frankie, 4 Ace, 4 Luffy, 4 Nami, 4 Gadatsu, 2 Enel, 3 Katakuri, and 4 Yamato, 4 Ace, and 4 of the yellow drops. I didn't like the Regos. I never use them. I don't ever find the space in between. In my opinion, like, if you just don't play it right, or if someone plays it right on your Rego turn, you just kind of die the next turn. So I don't like that card, right? I don't play it. There's enough pop in the deck as is. I guess, yeah, Rego does say anything. So I guess there's merit, right? Like, you could obviously take out the Shirahoshi for Rego. But personal preference, I may toy around with it again, I may not, but this is what we ended up playing with. So Shirahoshi was really good. She was a good blocker. She kind of stayed on field and did what she needed to do. Beige was amazing. Ended up almost saving and winning us the last game. Nico, I didn't really see at all. Frankie was great. Triggered him at last life like 3 different rounds. Ace was amazing. Consider we started at they have us start at 2 life or half life. -2 or whatever it was. So we started at 2, and that put Ace instantly online, so that was kind of sick. Monkey D. Luffy was good. We had several. I cleared several of the board with him, letting me draw, which was great. Nami came in clutch. Yeah, I had to drop a card, but at the same time, it was an assisted clear that needed to be done. Yudatsu, when you can play him. Enel, for just more pressure targets, right? Katakuri to handle really big targets, and that's why I'm not really a big fan of the Regos. I'd rather play Kata, and just, I'm honestly would rather max out Kata, thinking of maybe even dropping the Shirahoshi or finding some room to make him a 4 again, because I really do like Katakuri. He just handles the body match really well. He handles a lot of the bigger tiered matches really well. He handles the late game a lot better than people put up, or can put up a fight against, just because, you know, being able to remove something off the field and then make it to where it's the last card they see before they die can just be really huge. We played the Yamato. The Yamato felt really great. It actually was clearing like shit, because they wouldn't focus me. We were clearing like 5 or 6 drops with it. So Ace came in clutch. I did use him with the rush a couple times, but ultimately, because most teams didn't attack into me, I just didn't get to use his effects but to lay and gain health and have a 10k on board, right? My brother played Pudding. And this is his kind of homebrew, right? He didn't net deck or anything. He didn't have the aces, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. The Kaidos are in there, and they do seem a little weird, but he actually came in clutch a lot of the time. And I honestly think if we would have played the last round a little bit differently, we might have actually put up a better chance of winning. But he played 4 Pudding, 4 Flampe, 4 Chopper, 4 Brulee, 4 Amande, 2 Frankie. And he said he preferred that ratio because it wasn't searchable. I'm not really a fan of 2, but it worked for him because he triggered it so much. So I'm whatever, right? Charlotte Katakuri, 4 of. It's a 6 drop. The 9 drop Kaido, which a lot of people wouldn't say is the greatest, but in the buddy battle it came in clutch a lot because being able to clear a body and then have a 10k on board was just huge. And then the Charlotte Linlin was actually really good. It was a mini Katakuri. And then the 9 drop one. And then 10 drop Linlin came in clutch. We would do a lot of the put back in health on my turn with Katakuri, and then on his turn he'd drop Big Mom and rip it from their health, and it was really good. Came in clutch a lot. He used the 0 drop Gungam Jet Gatlings. The 1 drop he played 4 of the event. It's a searcher, just like Pudding, just a Big Mom searcher, and then he played 4 of the Amaru, which allows you to heal a life if it's triggered, but it also allows you to rest and gain 3k for 2, so it's really super good. Matchups, round 1 we played into Zoro and Kata. It's kind of where we put into like a lot of our testing, just to see how the game ran and how we needed to do our turn cycles. It was fun. It was hard. Katakuri did definitely put up some pressure. Zoro, I just don't know if it's the best call for this meta. He didn't stay online long enough with all the board clear. And then his hand was just gone, right? So we took that round. Bonnie and Riju was rough, right? We had to come out with a creative strategy. Early game, we were just not seeing really anything, right? So we just were sinking really high, like 12 to 14k attacks, all of our Dawn on our leader into Bonnie every turn to get her down to 0. That way we didn't have to deal with her, and then we could just switch into Riju, which worked into our favor because we got Bonnie out of was down to 0 life. Continually put the kid back into his life and rip it away with Lin, and then go for game on Riju. Super good matchup. They played real well. Super crazy. Fun matchup. Just rough draws on their part, as I think honestly, because Riju just didn't see any of their Ichijis until last 3 turn cycles. So round 3 we went into the only Resonante team, which is Enel and Resonante. We were the last both undefeateds. It's really super a tense match. We got everything where we needed to be to where we could start killing. We just didn't see well. Just didn't draw well, right? I was drawing into nothing but Yamamoto's, and they played around it for like 2 turns to where they stunned my Dawn out to where I didn't have any way to cast her. And they set up a really big board to end with, which a bunch of blockers early, and then Rosalante with no health, and Zoro on board late, which we almost clutched out of because my last life when he was going into me on Enel was a beige, and had he not had Hody in hand, it was over. But thankfully, him and his dad were talking, and they both decided that Hody would be the best option. Because at one point, they told me after the match that they were thinking about putting the 10-drop Dothi up there, but the Hody definitely locked it in and secured the game for him. So, congrats on that. Really exciting last match to hit the beige and hit the Zoro, and then still to see the Hody drop down and come for game was kind of crazy. Really fun overall event at Command Zone. They prize out like 3 boxes to the event. Super fun. We pulled straight heat. I think we pulled like an alt queen, an alt Marco leader. It was all OPO8, and then just like a bunch of SRs, right? So super fun time, and yeah, second place at our first OP buddy battle was not bad. But yeah, stay tuned for the next tournament update. Should be coming soon, and I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all have a wonderful day.